Hello, everybody. Hailing frequencies open and all that good stuff. Welcome. Watch along. Trash Picture Theater. Going to be watching today Warning from Space, guys. I'm joined today, of course, by my good friend Trenchy. We might have some people. We might have some other people stopping by. I don't know. We'll see. Might just be two of us. I don't know. But we do what we do.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, this is the 1956 sci-fi classic. Trench, have you seen this movie?
Oh no, I have not.
It's good. I mean, it's not like it's not Godzilla, but it actually was made because of the success of Godzilla. So, it's got that going for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. This film was directed by Koji Shima, who did Kanjiki Yasha and Maboroshi no Uma, which I'm not very familiar with those two movies, but they're there.
Hey, Kev. Hey, John.
Hey, we got John. We got Death Central in the chat. How you doing, guys? So yeah, this movie has the distinction of being the first Japanese film to be made in color. It stars Toimi Karita, who's in Ha. It's another film a lot of people might not be familiar with. They're not super big common names. None of them are sci-fi films, so not super familiar with a lot of the people in this movie. But you got Bin Yagisawa in this as well, who was in Kodokan Shieno as Hitosmi. I know there should be an H there, but there isn't. Huh?
That sounds pretty badass.
And it also stars Isao Yamagata, who was in Seven Samurai, which is a film I do know and have heard of and have seen. So there's that.
Oh, I have to see that. I know Brian and Sasha love it.
It's a good film. And he was also in Master Spearman, which I don't feel is well known. I'm somewhat familiar with Master Spearman, but have not seen it.
That sounds dope. Just some guy who's like, I'm Master Spearman, and then he goes out and fights people with a spear. That's fucking awesome.
He's just walking around chucking a spear at people.
That's brilliant. That's work of art, Oscar-worthy shit.
Master Spearman. Yeah, in this movie, it also stars Hiyoko Hirari, who was in Miss Oyu as Usami, and she was also in The Wandering Princess as Boruko. Which I actually haven't seen Wandering Princess, but it sounds kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting title. You could do a lot with that.
It's like, where's she wandering around in? What's she doing? Why is she wandering around? Do we know? We'll never know. You got to watch the film to know, guys. Got to watch the film to know.
The world will never know.
Exactly. You may never know. Even if you watch the film, you may never know. This film, while made in 1956, it actually didn't get released in the U.S. until 1967.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
do we know why that, or like, is it just like different regions?
Well, this is by Dai. That's the studio that put this out. They're the ones responsible for the Gamera franchise, and they actually had a lot of trouble selling this to foreign markets for whatever reason. They thought this would be a great movie. In fact, that's one of the reasons they made this, is they wanted to make a kaiju movie in the vein similar to Godzilla, but not the same at all. Just similar in the way that there's like monsters. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, they went to go try and sell it to releasing companies on the foreign market, and nobody really had any interest, and they were super disappointed in that because like they put a lot of effort into trying to make a good little sci-fi movie. Oh, hey Ben Grimm.
Space isn't real, fake news. I know, right? Like that doesn't exist.
But yeah, in this film, uh, it was actually a really big influence on filmmakers. Believe it or not, one in particular, Western filmmaker, we'll all be familiar with, Stanley Kubrick, actually was very much influenced by this film.
Oh, you piqued my interest.
Yeah, he saw this and he really liked it, and it gave him a lot of inspiration. And I don't see the similarities, but it's rumored that this is something that helped inspire certain concepts and ideas he would use in 2001. I don't know what concepts and ideas. I don't remember any starfish in that movie, but hey, it is what it is. Um,
Maybe specific shots and stuff or specific sequences.
yeah, it's got to be something. You'd have to be Stanley Kubrick to understand, I guess, because he's the one who took inspiration. It
Interesting.
also it also inspired many Japanese sci-fi films like Gorath.
Well, I've never heard of that. What's that about?
That one's pretty decent. That's got a monster in it. It's basically another kaiju kind of film, but I don't know. I wish that was public domain. I'd love to watch Gorath on here, but it's not.
Hmm.
It's still owned. I don't think
Yeah,
it was Dai though. I might be wrong, but I don't think Gorath was Dai. I think that was Toho.
right.
Um, but interestingly enough, this movie is based on a novel by Gentaro Nakajima, which the novel itself was inspired by Japanese folklore, by the tale of Kaguya Hime.
Oh shit.
Like I don't know if you're familiar with Kaguya Hime Trench. Have you heard of this folklore before?
No, but if you feel like
Yeah,
diving in, I'm down to listen. Um,
yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. Kaguya Hime, otherwise known as the Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. Um, Kaguya Hime was a princess from the moon, and they discovered her as a little infant inside a bamboo stalk. Like they cut the stalk, and there was a
right.
baby inside. And this baby grew up, and she became she was really beautiful. And what happened was there were 5 suitors that came to try and woo her. And what she did was she challenged them to impossible tasks so that they'd had to prove themselves to win her over. And
Right.
then she eventually decides to reveal that she is in fact from the moon. And then she returns to the moon.
So she pretty much teases these guys, make them do a bunch of crazy shit, and it's like, yeah, I'm out. I'm going to the moon.
And she's like, ha, psych, I'm from the moon. Joke's on you. And then she fucking split, went right back to the moon. It's
I'm
crazy, isn't
from
it?
Yeah, but you're gonna go hang out with the moon Martians, like the
Yeah.
cow Martians on the moon.
It turned out the emperor was actually interested in her for a while too. Among aside from the 5 suitors, the emperor was like quite taken with her in the folklore.
Oh shit!
So of course he was heartbroken when she went back to the moon. So it's an interesting story. Um, fucking Japan, guys. Fucking
Japan. I
Japan.
mean, you got all the mythologies are a little odd in each way. They have interesting stories.
Yeah, I mean it's an interesting concepts. for sure. Um, so yeah, they made this film because of the success of Godzilla. Dai couldn't sell it because, for whatever reason, international distributors were like, a film with giant space starfish? No,
Hmm.
no, thank you. We'll pass.
That sounds awesome though. People are on crack. They don't know what's good. Like look now. Look at the Suicide Squad. That's like people are loving that, and that has a giant starfish in it
Yeah, in
from the
fact,
space.
in my notes, I have this. I still couldn't find, try as I might last night, I poured over the history of Starro, and I looked through DC Comics Wikipedias and fan pages, and I was trying to find out if Starro was an inspiration taken from the Piran starfish aliens in this movie, or the Pyran, excuse me, Pyran, said it wrong, starfish aliens, but I couldn't find out. I just couldn't find out.
Oh,
No,
like
I think it is though. I think it's a direct inspiration, Trench. I really do.
it's a giant starfish from space that can
With an
like possess
eyeball,
people.
with an eyeball in the center.
Yeah, man, it's definitely like I looked at the front of the movie, or at least your thumbnail, and I was like, yeah, this definitely DC writers were listening. They knew what was up.
They knew what was going on, and it's fun. The aliens, going back to what's taken from what design. The aliens in this movie were designed by famed artist Tara Okamoto, who was a avant-garde artist.
Oh shit, I don't even know what that means.
That basically means it means experimental. Trench. He was doing all sorts of unconventional things with his art, and he was
Oh,
heavily influenced by Mexican and European art.
okay.
And
Can't they
yeah, and
just say experimental? Why did they gotta say some weird ass word shit? That, like make it
because they're,
complicated.
cause they're artsy people, Trench. They got to make it sound like they're smart and cultured. And like us peons, you don't understand the art world. You have to understand the art
Exactly.
world. But yeah, he was interested. He was influenced by that, and he was really big into surrealism art too. So he liked that kind of thing. Um,
Mm.
and he designed a big sculpture, Trenchy, and I've seen the pictures of this sculpture. The thing is huge, called Tower of the Young Sun, and it's like it's not a triangle, but it's like an obelisk that gets narrower at the top, and then at the top there's this big sun with a face on it.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, and apparently so. The people who were in charge of Osaka's Expo 70 really liked it so much it became the symbol of their entire expo, and like it actually was a focal point in the courtyard where the expo was being held. It was very prominent.
Right.
I saw pictures of it. It looks pretty good. I think it's kind of cool. It reminds me of something that's Mexican. It looks very Mexican, so I can definitely see where his inspirations are drawn from on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sun is very integral to like the Hispanic myths and stuff. So, well, Japan too, but
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't like a Japanese style red sun. It was the traditional orangey yellow sun with the fucking, I don't know, what do you call those, rays? Is that what those
the
are? Rays?
I think
The yellow
rays,
spiky balls.
flares. Yeah, the I like that better. The little spiky balls. It's like
Yellow spiky balls, folks.
the
That's what we're talking about
we're
here.
all being kept warm by the sun's yellow spiky balls. That's
But
friggin'
I think the alien design is pretty cool. I really do. I like the eye especially. Like if you look at the thumbnail for this video, the eye, it's very it almost looks like it's a piece of glass that they've mounted in some sort of like housing, and then they've lit it from behind with like a blue light or a white light with a blue gel on it. It looks pretty cool.
Sounds dope. Sounds dope.
Yeah. Because Godzilla was so big at the time, and they were really trying to ride the coattails of that. When they advertised this film, they depicted the starfish aliens, the pirate or the parents, however you say their name. They depicted them as being giant. You know, like 60 feet, 70 feet, 100 feet, however many feet you want to call it, tall. You know, like building size. But they're not giant in the film.
Oh wait, the starfish aren't giant in the movie?
No, they're human sized. Well, they're a little bit bigger than human sized, but they're pretty much human sized.
Oh.
Like if you look at my thumbnail, that's to scale. Like if I was really standing there at that distance, that's how tall the thing is.
Oh well. I was expecting giant starfish, but I guess little people starfish are okay too. We don't want to discriminate.
They have spaceships, Trench.
Oh, they can fly spaceships? Oh, that's okay. That fixes it, you know.
But we're gonna keep chatting for a little bit because I'm gonna try and give some people who may or may not be joining us the opportunity to hop in and join us. John, if you're watching, the link is in the Hangouts if you feel like hopping on. If not, that's cool too, dude. I know you got things to do and stuff, so like no big. But yeah, fucking giant starfish aliens. Who would have thought?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got Deacon in the chat. Deacon, sorry, computer crash. Just waiting for it to be not stop being so. Give me a few. Oh, Deacon might be jumping in. Good. That'd be great.
Okay, good. We got the Deacon monster in here, the monster master.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Get his input on these giant starfish alien type things that we're about to watch. See, he might even have seen this film before.
He loves his monsters. He's the king of the dark realm, so.
Yeah. And I want to apologize to anybody in the audience watching. Sorry for the late start, guys. It was my bad. I had some issues, so we were running a little bit later than 7:30. So of course it pushes the whole show back. So sorry about that if you were earlier and then you came back in. We didn't forget you. We weren't forgot about.
These things never start on time. It's okay.
Oh, yeah. So, well, I used to be pretty regular, but I don't know what happened. Things happened, and like you know what happened? Summertime happened. Oh, we got a guest in the back. Let me let them in.
Summer delays.
If it'll respond to the. Get in. Ah, we got Deacon. Add screen.
Hello.
Hey.
There he is.
How are you guys tonight? Sorry I'm late.
You're good, dude. You
Oh,
good?
no troubles, man. These things happen.
Nah. Good. Yeah. Seems everybody's had a bit of tech troubles today. Damn, Friday the 13th.
It's been going around. Oh, well, yeah, that's right. It is Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Unlucky day for everyone.
Everybody's doing Jason Voorhees, you know. Everyone's doing Jason Voorhees hockey mask things. We're over here doing giant starfish things. That's how we do.
Yeah. Yeah, and then later on I'll be doing the TV series, which has nothing to do with the movies.
Oh, wait, you're still doing that?
Yeah, just a couple of episodes.
Oh, yeah, let me know, dude. I'm down to join you and shit. I didn't know if it was still happening.
Oh, no, I'll be doing it on StreamYards on YouTube after this, so Ethel's more than welcome to join as well. And then I'll be gaming on... Then I'll be doing a horror game on Twitch.
Oh, nice.
Cool. So, Deacon, have you seen this movie before? Warning from Space.
I have. I watched it when I was young, and I also watched it preemptively yesterday. And it's like, so many memories.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this because it's definitely a movie that is worth watching.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, it inspired a lot of Japanese sci-fi stuff, and it actually inspired Western director Stanley Kubrick.
I'm not surprised, especially with some of the tropes that he carries over from this very movie.
Oh, really? I didn't see it. But maybe you pick it up better than I did.
All I can say is it's definitely worth a watch. Even if you don't like the movie, it's definitely worth sitting through because there are some good bits in there, and you can definitely tell they tried with a small budget.
Well, like I was saying earlier, one of the reasons they made this was because of Godzilla, and they wanted a film that was science fiction they could sell to the foreign market, because this was in the 1950s or 60. Hold on, what did my notes say? It said 56, right? Is that what I said? It said 56. This was 1956. So at the time, science fiction alien movies were really big in the States and pretty much most markets, but mostly in the States. So Dai wanted a movie they could sell for that market, but surprising, nobody wanted to buy it. It took not till 1967 did it come out here.
Might be because they're expecting something kind of like along the line of The Fly or something like that. But what they got was a progressive story which isn't full of smash and bang, but is full of intrigue. Oh, hello, Kara.
Hello.
How are you?
Welcome, Kara.
How are you?
Hello.
Hey.
Apparently, Trenchy became a goat.
Oh yeah. I turned him into a goat. What am I doing?
Apple made this, man. This is all Apple right here.
Cool. I like it.
Huh. That's funny.
This is how I really look. What I look like is a mask. This is my real mask.
You heard it here first, folks. Trench is actually a goat posing as a human being.
Exactly.
That's why he wears the trench coats, man. He takes them off. It's all goat underneath.
Oh, actually, I never thought about it, but yeah, it makes sense. He's the trench goat.
Yeah. His trench coat is wool lined, and that's classified because he's wearing it.
But Kara, Warning from Space. Have you seen this movie before?
I haven't.
I think you'll like it. It's pretty weird, and weird is always good.
Oh yeah, especially when you're watching the movie, you will see the aliens and go, "That reminds me of a Pokemon."
Uh-oh.
Well, I was telling Trenchy that it looks a lot like Starro, which he mentioned too, by the way, from that new Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah, Starro from the Suicide Squad movie and from the first issue of the Justice League. He was their first ever villain.
Yeah. Like I tried last night to find out if he was directly inspired from this movie, but I couldn't find any answers on it. But I feel like it's very possible because the character came out in the 70s in DC Comics.
Yeah, let's have a look. DC Starro.
This movie was made in '56, came here in 1967. So if Starro was made in the 70s, this movie would have been playing in theaters a few years prior and then shown on television thereafter. So.
Yeah, because I think you're right, because Starro didn't appear in DC until between February and March 1960.
Oh. Yeah, see, so it very well could have been inspired by this, because this was around.
Yeah, and when you consider the premise of the movie, it kind of does make sense. Yeah, I can actually see that being a very big possibility.
I feel like it is, because it just seems too much of a coincidence. They're going to be two characters, or a race of characters, and then an evil supervillain in a comic book, and they're both going to be starfish, and they're both going to have an eyeball in their belly.
Yeah, the only major difference is Starro's size and ability to reproduce vis the aliens, which are all uniform size, but there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
No, I can definitely see where you're coming from, Ethel, and it does have some validity to it. Yeah, something to think about.
Junebug is out there saying he knows Trench. His real name is Winky the Goat.
Or is he Pinky and the Brain?
But we'll start the movie pretty soon here, guys. Does everybody have their copy, or do you need like the address and stuff? Or
oh no, found a copy on YouTube. Got it all lined up.
Oh, hey Marty, Marty's in the chat.
Hey Marty, how are you? Are you joining us for this watch along?
But if anybody needs the link, of course, the link to the films or the film is in the description. I think I provided 3 links. There's a YouTube link, there's an archive.com link, which is the version I'm watching, but they're all the same version, I think, because they all seem to be the same runtime. And then there's a link for Tubi, because it's on Tubi, guys. It's available on Tubi, and it may or may not be available on Amazon Prime for free. I don't know. So pick your poison.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can find it somewhere if you get a look.
Yeah.
Oh, Marty's joined us. We're getting the old crew again. Da, 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 da. It's rather nostalgic. I'm enjoying this. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Right, so of course, it's good to get Kara back on one of these. It's been a while since we had you on a watch along, Kara.
It was a stretch. I think the last one I hung out in the chat, but the last one I watched with you guys was Messiah of Evil, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, so
yeah, you were you were in for Messiah of Evil, and before that, of course, you were here for Lady Frankenstein, which was a lot of fun.
I love that one. That one's fun.
I still think she killed the wrong one. She killed the good Frankenstein when she should have killed the handsome one.
You can always trust a girl to keep the pretty one.
Well, they both. You gotta. It's like sometimes the eye candy just sells you, man. Like it's there, you know. The handsome one didn't have his nose set on fire though, so.
But no, I think it will be good. We're definitely getting some nice people in here today for the watch along. I'm glad it's conversion like this.
We'll hang on a little bit till Marty gets on the panel, and I'll ask him a couple questions about his thoughts on this, and then we'll go right into the film. Which, as I said, people watching, feel free to look in the description and click on a link, watch along with us. That's the best way to enjoy this until I get it redone and remade into the final product. But hey, this is a live version, man. It's alive.
We're live, and some of us are actually in New York City.
We're live, and the goat will flash.
We're live with the goatess of all goats. You're right there, Trenchy?
Yeah,
You
so
very quiet.
I was telling everybody. But yeah, Trench.
He might have stepped out.
Oh, he said to be back.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, he's in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have everybody's names hidden, so it's easier for me to edit this later in the future. So sorry about that. Can't
No
see when
worries.
he's muted. That's the only downside.
That's all right.
That's the only downside. But
If it makes it easier for you to do the final product, then we are not going to complain.
oh yeah, because then I don't have to try and hide that pink bar that shows up underneath with everybody's name. It's like,
Plus, pink horror movie.
I put the names
doesn't
up
go
there
together.
anyway. Oh, it does. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does.
Sometimes.
Like, because what was that movie? It came out a few years ago. They used a lot of pink and blue lighting in it.
Oh, I'm trying to remember which one you're on about. I know what it's called. I just can't remember the name.
That's why I'm blanking on the name myself.
Come on, brain. Think. Nope. Not working.
Nothing doing, Deacon. That's okay. That's okay. So yeah, I was mentioning earlier, Kara, that the design of these creatures was done by a famous artist. So like, this film sort of had their own Geiger of sorts. Although I wouldn't really compare him to Geiger, but hey, it's always neat when you get an artist to design your monster and you're not hiring like a creature factory. Oh, we got someone in the back. It's got to be Marty. Let me get him in here.
Oh, my bad. I'm back. Sorry, light stuff.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's all good in the Goblin Hood.
Oh,
Hey, dude.
sorry for being late. I was at a family event, so. Oh,
So I think we're all running a bit late today.
No, it happens. It happens. How's it going, Marty?
hey, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm back from my my nan's anniversary mass. Well, the mass was earlier. We were at her house there up until recently. Trenchy, did you pass on that message?
What do you mean?
I messaged you earlier on.
Oh yeah, I replied to you.
Yeah, did you tell Ethel that I was at a family event?
Yeah. You never
Oh,
said
okay.
that, but I remembered.
So I
Was I supposed to tell her about that? Because I didn't know I was supposed to. I just thought
No,
like
okay.
I could tell her where you were. I'm confused.
Oh, hey, Sadie. Got Sadie in the chat.
Hey, lads.
But yeah, like I just forgot, Marty, that you'd mentioned you had stuff to do before and you wouldn't be able to join us on time. So I forgot about that. And then so I sent you the link. And I'm like, where the hell is Marty? And Trench reminded me.
It's the anniversary mass of my gran, and that's why I was late. We were all up at the house till about midnight. I think we were there till about midnight. And it's a bit of a journey as well back from there, so sorry I'm late.
You're good.
No, I'm just glad you're able to join us. By the way, have you seen this film?
I seen the poster. When did it come out?
It came out in 1956.
Okay, yeah, DC definitely got the idea of Starro from this movie. No doubt, because Starro was invented in 1960. So yeah, they definitely stole the idea of Starro from this.
And are you of the same opinion, Trash, that there's also probably a Pokemon based on this as well? Because you've got the Starfish one. Starfish was just an eyeball.
I'm not as familiar with Pokemon. Maybe Trenchy is.
I think there is, but Ethel has told me that these starfish aren't giant. They're like little people starfish. So they're like starfish dwarves.
Well, they're not little people. They're the size. They're the size of a person.
Yeah, they're the same size as me when it comes to height. They're about 5'5", if you wanted to put the point on the end. So they're quite tall, dude. They are starfish.
Oh,
but they're it's an interesting concept. That's all I gotta say. And I was surprised that this inspired Stanley Kubrick, and I was surprised that yeah, I don't know. It's weird that they had trouble selling this in the 1950s.
Death Central says Starmie is the Pokemon you're thinking about.
Ah, so there was a... Yeah, that's the one. Yep, I knew there was a Pokemon. So Starmie. If you stick around and you watch Death Central, it will look like Starmie. Tell me if it does.
Did Starmie have blue eyes? Or eye?
Yeah, it had an eye. It had what was classed as a gem in the center, but was also its eyeball.
Oh, okay. But very, very influential movie in sci-fi. Made, of course, by the same company with the camera. Yeah, anyway, I guess that covers the film's history and whatnot. Marty, do you have your link for this movie?
I have it set up on my Xbox.
All right. Perfect. Kara, Trench, Deacon, you guys all good with your links?
Yep.
Yeah, I've got mine set up. So whenever you guys are ready.
Oh, perfect. I will put in my my friggin' jelly squids here, and we'll start. I'll give a 5 countdown.
The jelly squids are here to quickle into your ear to make you listen better.
yay!
Oh, yeah. Okay, so here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. AI free.
American International Television. Warning from space.
Was that meant to be blood, or did someone just fucking trip over and spill a bucket of red paint?
I think it's just meant to be red for danger.
In space, no one can hear you caution them about the potential danger.
In space, no one can hear you scream, but they can hold up a stop sign.
Spaceman Ginkgo.
Number 2, Piranha. Or Piranha.
You know, he might be number 2 Pyran, but he'll always be number 1. Oh, we're gonna get a good dub of this. these guys don't know. Kitcher did a lot of the Godzilla dubs in the 50s and early 60s. Back when it was still really good dubs.
Oh, this is dope as fuck. It's like a giant trumpet in the sky.
A giant trumpet in the sky filled with starfish with a giant eye.
I thought this was tailpipe in space.
Hey, Deacon, do you think they sound like the Mysterons?
A little bit. Just a tiny... Yeah, they do a bit.
The Mysterions, that actually came out, I think it was a year or two after this.
They were baddies in...
That would have been the...
Oh, sorry,
Huh?
took one.
I was just going to say, if that had come out just before this film, that would have been the first Takozatsu movie to be made in color, but this one just beat it out.
My sense of humor is so juvenile.
There's another TV show called Captain Scarlet, Ethel, and the bad guys were called the Mysterons, and they had that voice. It was Gary Anderson. He done Stingray, and he done Thunderbirds. And the bad guys in that, they sounded exactly... Well,
oh, yeah, with the puppet.
Yeah.
No,
We are
see,
the Mysterons.
you can see they're all prepared. All of them have umbrellas except for one person running through the street.
Oh no. Why doesn't he get an umbrella?
Always dig those paper...
I know, they're always quite cool, and they're always nice to put away because they make that nice folding sound. Like...
Yeah, that by the way, that red paper lantern she was pulling down, it signifies a bar or ramen house. So if you're ever in Japan, that's what that means.
Ah. But I do like this.
It's like an open for business sign.
Yeah, but it means, but the fact that it looks like that means that's a bar.
But I do like how all their stalls do look like they're kind of like bongo drums put on little stilts.
Kinda.
Yeah, I just like the look of them. Not saying that's what they're made of, but I like the look.
Oh yeah.
Look, we have Kelly Love of Horror in the chat going, "Hi Ethel and everyone, happy Friday the 13th."
Hey, Ethel.
Hey.
Hi Kevin. Happy
Thanks,
Friday
Kelly.
the 13th,
Hey,
friend.
Happy Friday.
May the Chaos Imps leave you alone on this day.
That drawing behind him, what is that? Mob monster?
I don't know if it's supposed to be a cloud or a giant whale shooting lasers.
It's the giant flying laser whale. Come on, guys. There's a kaiju we never got. We should have had, huh?
I know, but Dr. Evil would love that. We asked for a shark with a laser. Instead, we give you a whale with a laser.
Hey, Frosty, Kevin.
Ooh, Night Death Central. Take it easy.
Night, dude.
See, I like that guy's hat.
Thanks for stopping by.
And welcome to the observatory, where we observe space.
It looks like a star.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching the movie, but I've got auto subtitles on, and yeah, sometimes it throws up a random word which just doesn't mix. Because he just turned around and said, "France, look out! It's a giant chocolate." I do like how all it does is basically make the lights flicker and the radio go a bit crazy for a sec.
Why do you have sausages hanging from the ceiling?
I hope they're sausages.
These are my bratwurst. Oh, you can imagine she's turning around saying, "These are from all the men who couldn't pay their bill."
Judo chop.
Oh yeah, these subtitles are just working fine. Hey, you there, lady, take over for me. I need to go and do something.
So, Deacon, I take it you don't want to watch the dubbed version.
Oh, I am watching the dub version, but I also know someone else is watching it, and with the noise on, so if I have mine on, it's just going to clash. So I'm just doing subtitles, but it's fun.
Huh.
Oh, oops! I could turn
It's
mine
too bad.
down.
This is.
It's all right, Trenchy. It's all good. I'm having fun, dude. Because I said I watched it earlier, so as I said I watched it yesterday, so it's all fresh in my brain. Oh, he looks so sad opening up that newspaper and going, "Oh well, another day."
I like that. Please excuse us. We're discussing something important. Get out of here, woman. This is man talk.
It's gonna. Yep, you can tell this was made in the 50s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's that attitude of equality. It didn't catch on in Japan for quite some time, even after it would catch on in other areas. Very old-fashioned being over there.
I can imagine, because they are all about honor and duty towards the family, and usually the female is in charge of the family and the man's the breadwinner, and that's how it was in Japan for a long time. Hell, it was the same everywhere. What am I talking about?
Yeah, they wouldn't really they wouldn't really swing into the whole equality thing until somewhere around the late 80s, early 90s, and then it's sort of like, I don't know, they still have those attitudes here and there, but it's less I don't know.
And
less prevalent.
It sucked as well, because in the advent of World War II, a lot of women were essentially the backbone of industry, because majority of the men ended up fighting in the Imperial Army, and the women running like agriculture, factories, kind of companies, bars, the whole lot.
Yeah.
And then just reverted back to the same old shit at the end of the war.
I think the reason they were so quick to put them back to doing the same old shit right after the war was, you've proven that you can do without us. We need to make sure that you stay in your place. Which is a stupid way to think, but they were idiots at the time.
Insecurities are strong. Insecurities.
Well, That's what was it? That's no different from what was it? World War I, World War II, where women went into the workforce, and then all of a sudden they're like, "You're not allowed to work anymore. Get back in the kitchen." So
Yeah.
Yeah.
different from what was
It's like the fact you can't learn something from fucking like such a monumental fucking change, and then you just want to go back to the status quo again. It's like
no, it's hard
they've
to just go
obviously
back.
proven that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the motto of you can't put the genie back into the bottle. You can try, but it's always going to escape again once you've opened that seal.
Yeah, man. Robin Williams is a persistent motherfucker. He will not stay in that bottle.
He will never leave you alone. Unidentified flying object sighted. Oh no!
Flying saucer fell in Tokyo Bay. Good news is Godzilla ate the fucking thing before its crew could escape.
Oh, you can imagine the news headline: Godzilla knocked out by space saucer, concussion suspected. So many serious-looking people in serious-looking clothes trying to do something serious.
Oh, good. That dude was writing on a piece of paper and not his hat.
What? What? Why would he?
I've run out of paper, Jim. Use your hat.
Hat abuse is real, guys. Hat abuse is real.
Wow, smartphones
silly.
are getting bigger. Look at this thing.
Oh my god, that's a huge smartphone. All right, kids, that wasn't actually a smartphone. It's what we used to call a clipboard.
Oh, you mean it's an old school Palm Pilot?
Yeah, a very, very old school one. You had to preload. You had to preload everything.
My PDA ran out of ink.
I've run out of space. Get more paper.
Oh, they're not going to close the beach on the 4th of July.
See, you're going to antagonize
starfish for you.
See, you're going to antagonize Godzilla, and you're in the prime location to be stepped on.
Wait, Japan has a 4th of July? I didn't know that. I thought that was just
No, it's the beach shot. The beach shot. It reminded me of Jaws.
Yeah.
No, they're not going to close the beach.
Oh, my bad.
They technically do celebrate something along the lines of Peace Day on when they signed the International Peace Treaty, but it's not widely celebrated. Not like American independence. It's not widely celebrated.
I feel like that's the most common thing to be said in Japan or in Japanese movies in total. It's a monster! Let's get out of here!
It's a monster! Run!
That line happens at least every film. Every one of these films. You get that.
So I do like the little tank in front of the boat filled with a type of red water.
Oh.
That's funny though. People would really believe you were drunk if you say, I was at a party and I got attacked by a starfish.
Oh, they're looking
Did you attack the aquarium again? Did you?
They'll look at you quizzically and go, was it chocolate?
Oh no.
In their defense, they're only going to be scared of that starfish until they figure out a way to pickle it and serve it with rice.
Very, very, very true. Or until they can teach it to do tricks. One of the two. It's either pet or food.
Look at this They're getting jiggy as hell in there.
They're getting so drunk that they're forgetting that they have to. Tongue-tied. They're getting so drunk they have to forget that they have to stick together.
Starry, starry night.
Tonight, a star was born, and it was monstrous.
That starfish just wanted a star at Atros.
That starfish was just looking for his best friend, SpongeBob.
Oh, I thought you said Jesus was looking for SpongeBob. I got confused. You didn't say that, right?
No, I didn't say that. I said the starfish is looking for his best friend, SpongeBob.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Patrick. We'll call the main one Patrick. Who's SpongeBob?
Hello, Patrick. Hello, SpongeBob. See, that's a huge telescope.
No pirate 1 or 2 is
SpongeBob.
Patrick died for all our sins.
Am I delayed?
You know, with all that's going on,
It looks like a photo of the moon to me.
You see, what we're dealing with isn't a monster, it's just a giant starfish.
just what I thought, Chief. They're Michelins.
Just watch out for the 1 star. You never want the 1 star, you want the 5 star.
Those tires are bald as fuck. Put this impound this pier right away.
See, you can tell it's a lab. It's got equipment, it's got chemicals and everything.
See, it's a shark. See the eyes, the mouth.
It has to be a shark.
Ain't like going down to the pond hunting bluegills or fucking calamari. You got a bad starfish here.
It's not like going down to the pond and catching yourself a rainbow trout.
Oh, see, that's classy. They put their ashtrays on a stand.
Look at our ashtrays. They're all standing. They look nice and neat. Actually, that's a work of fine art that you're putting your things into. Oh, well, they shouldn't make it look like an ashtray then.
I've seen them at like super old fucking hotels, just like in the middle of fucking kind of beer gardens and shit. It's the old copper kind of ashtrays.
And they sometimes have a bit of sand in the bottom.
Yeah, to stop them from falling.
The only problem with those is you'll see people rummaging around for like butts that they can use.
I got a good one. It's got most of the filter.
Oh, someone put out half a cigarette. Keeps.
Nice. Living large tonight.
Oh my God! Someone stubbed out half the hoagie.
Okay, this is definitely a microscope exposition movie. You know, like Deadly Claw and stuff. It's usually guys looking into microscopes going, yes, it's covered by a compound fraction form of radiation. That's why we can't pick it up on our radar, kind of thing.
It's covered in some kind of viscous fluid which is slowly bending light around it. No wonder it's invisible.
Yeah, he's like, all I can see in here is thumb. Oh. Finger.
Yeah.
I found a map on this thing. No, you didn't. It's just a thumbprint.
Thumbprint. It looked like a topographical map to me.
I mean,
and here we have.
Is it really a science fiction movie if you don't have a bunch of guys in lab coats and a bunch of scientists and microscopes?
Yeah, you need a 50s B movie, like just kind of random scientist dude. One of them has to be smoking a pipe, Ethel. One of them has to be, yes, you're quite right, Bob. This thing's giving off excess radiation. Want to call the Pentagon? Kind of.
Everything was radioactive in the 50s. Movies have taught me anything.
Oh, yeah. Even some of the items you bought. Oh, Art says he might make it tonight, but he's not feeling very well, so he might not. And we have John Steele saying, "What up?"
It's all right. All right, if you can make it, cool. If you can't, I understand, dude.
Mind yourself, dude. Look after yourself. That's most important. Speaking of radiation, Ethel, do you remember those toy sets that came out years back, like where you'd get like an actual block of uranium? They had to take them off the market because they were like, it was literally a block of uranium that kids could play with. Like, what the?
I did not see those. That would be. I want a block of uranium. That'd be great.
It was on the list of the top 10 most dangerous toys. The original Easy Bake Oven was on there as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, didn't that thing catch fire?
Yeah, and the bulb used to burn kids' hands as well when they were taking shit out of the oven.
Aha. Right. Yeah, with the Easy Bake Oven ones. Yeah, with the original Easy Bake Ovens, they burned at such high temperature that it caused kids to get third-degree burns.
Yeah, my niece had one of those. I was always envious, and then a few weeks ago, I was feeling all nostalgic and considering whether or not to find one.
If you can find one of the original ones, you will be quids in because they were taken off the market and are very expensive. If you get one of the ones that come after with the modifications, it's a lot safer and a lot easier.
Yeah,
make
I would
brownies and cupcakes. I mean, well.
Yeah, it was always fun watching it bake, but it was just funny that it's just this little light bulb inside of the box, and it's like.
It's kind of like, how hot does that light bulb get to cook that? And then when you put your hand in, you realize how hot it can get.
Yeah.
Oh, those things are dangerous. I had one of those.
Yeah, it's like with Marty was saying with the homebrew chemistry set where you got the uranium. You even got instructions on how to irradiate it and how to turn it into a micro-nuclear power source.
That's awesome.
Insane.
They're teaching children terrorism. That's great.
Man, whatever just happened to the days of just
ovens, but we had a
television
regular
wire,
oven.
wrapping it around a magnet, and then plugging it back in.
All children should know nuclear terrorism.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's just one of those
it's
weird
basically the
times.
same concept. The thing made.
Do you know what actually got number one? It was the Battlestar Galactica ship.
What?
The launching missile. Child choked on the fucking thing.
They're all talk to them. Those racist bastards.
Put a lot of stock in those spinning
Yeah, they
rings.
did. Maybe they were hoping the new technology of Instrumental Force would memorize the audience. This is a good movie. You will love it.
Last known photograph.
So do they become obsessed with her and decide to kidnap her?
Well, they kind of discern that she's one of the preeminent life forms and intelligence when it comes to science on the planet.
How come we never got a Kyron plushie? You know what?
How come we never got a what?
With a starfish alien.
Yeah.
It'd be great if it was a little plushie.
Oh, yeah. That would be cute.
Or like a throat pillow.
Oh, sure, it comes in the shape.
I like how essentially these guys are just people trapped inside sleeping bags with flashing lights mounted on your chest. It's just, hey, let me out of here. Hey.
It would be worse if they had eye
Oh,
holes.
we got a guest in.
It would be even worse if they had eye holes and it was all white.
They just want to have human contact.
Oh no!
Yeah. Once you
We
see it,
lost our guest. I tried to let him in, but he disappeared. Get in.
who jumped in? Who jumped out? Come on now, give a shout and join the stream with a little bit of a scream. With Ethel
I
Cross
pressed the
and
button
her
5 times.
team.
Oh, Marty, what type of?
Oh, we got
chip
Mark
are
in the
you-
back. Add Mark into the mix. Get him in here.
Hey, El Chapo.
Hey,
There
stranger.
he goes.
Hey. I'm alive.
It's alive.
Number 5 is alive.
Oh, they're gonna spin him in a centrifuge.
Yep. They're putting it into one hell of a thick sample slide.
Oh, they're going to make him human. So he can mate with your one. I betcha.
It looks like poop.
Just what every
That's
starfish
awesome.
wants.
It looks like poop. Oh, now it looks human. Oh, it sucks. I wanted a poop monster.
Watch Dogma. Very good poo monster.
Oh yeah, dude, Dogma is like one of my favorite movies.
Watch Weird Science.
That's
Yeah,
one.
Oh,
Bill
yeah.
Paxton is
Mark, do you
Yeah.
need the time code for the movie?
yes.
We're 31 minutes in.
Gotcha.
31 minutes in.
Instead of making a male to go and seduce the female, they made an exact replica of the female.
Are we seeing like predated species or something? Is that what this is?
I don't know, man, but there are starfish that live in a trumpet martini spaceship, and they just want to talk to people apparently, but no one will talk to them because they're starfish.
It's just weird now. They are starfish from space that come out of a giant trumpet.
Yeah, they all run.
1956.
Well, they're trying spinning field.
Well, this is a lot
So
better
what do
than
you think,
trumpets
French?
coming
Do you
out of
think this is
starfish.
the Suicide Squad origin movie?
Starro has come to save the day by taking over everyone and making him their slaves.
We almost knocked him in the back of the head with his hand.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt because they've got some flex to it.
Look at that crack!
That guy must constantly be on his guard. It's kind of like, you can't tell me where to look because I know as soon as I turn away, you're gonna whack me with that cane.
Why does your man's girlfriend look like a Japanese olive oil? Or is that just me? Bye-bye! Sorry.
See, now I'm just waiting for him to eat spinach and grow some ulcers in his arm.
Oh,
That looks like a body. Sweet, I'm gonna go poke.
No more.
Oh, can you imagine to the spinach he has to eat wasabi?
That'd definitely have you freaking out.
It's coming bad. Wasabi. Not to be confused with
Trench,
Kuno wasabi,
rate
but
these
I've had
things
wasabi.
for us, buddy.
Oh, well, the one with the reporters, like his hat looks like it has dirt on it, and it looks faded, so he gets a 2. But the other guy gets a 5 or 6. He had a pretty decent hat.
Oh, more hats.
Oh Jesus!
That's why we got you around, Trench.
Look, they're tipping their hat off to you, Trench. They know you're here.
So many hats. So many fucking hats. You weren't.
Like, this should just be a musical with hats, but the starfish have to ruin it. And keep it
All different kinds of hats. Like,
If they can catch the musical, I'll cast my vote for half the musical. My only stipulation is that Rebel Wilson does not get to fucking be in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think that they're going to be fine here, except they boarded the Horror Express. So, like, pretty soon Kelly Savalas is going to come out and kick their ass.
The guy with the cane is giving me Peter Cushing vibes. So I get what you're saying.
Or it turns out they got into a train that unfortunately also belongs to Gomez Adams' playset. If you
You're
get
right.
that
You're right
reference,
about the
you
cell
get me.
phones, John.
Be killed. Family. That train that Raul Julia used in that movie
She looks so longingly into basically the sky while on a train. It's kind of like, can I jump? Can I make it? Am I contacting people? Oh, the subtitles are so bad.
You know what?
But this is how bad it is. For her communicating, it was Operation Applesauce has been poured. These subtitles are weird. I love it.
Folks watching along at home, feel free to do the dance these children are doing. You'll have lots of fun.
The people beneath you may not, but you'll definitely will.
Who the hell dragged that piano outside? Because that had to be a lot of work just to do that.
It was the children trying luring, and they pulled the piano out there to lure her into a trap.
It's a trap.
Why do they have lifeguards there for the tennis court?
Maybe it's for. Oh my god!
He's like, hey, I'm a fucking Michael Jordan, and this guy's not even. It's like fucking.
Okay, where's the night? Okay, where's the night professor? He's obviously put flubber on the bottom of her shoes.
That, or she's a member of the fucking Power Rangers or something. Super Sentai fucking crew.
She'll never be picked last for basketball, that's for sure.
And it's because of her there was now a pro stance on starfish cloning.
All I got to say is if chocolate starfish does that to you, I don't want none.
Oh shit! He turned invisible.
The great vanishing. Dun dun dun. See, I think Ethel's right. Why are they wearing all of that white when they're playing around in dirt? I mean, wear a brown or a black or something. All the mud and dust is going to show up on that thing.
But it's supposed to be a
people
fancy,
have great
swanky
jumping abilities and they can teleport.
Instant transmission.
Wait, when did I say that?
Oh no, Weeboos! Weeboos!
Run, run! They're going to eat you alive! They don't care about you. They're just going to take chunks of your flesh, take it out and put it on the mantelpiece and say, I got this from her.
That's fucking terrifying. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's called fanaticism, dude. And that's what some celebrities have to deal with on a daily basis.
Oh yeah, look, she's a celebrity.
See, he's turned up and he's going to ask him, so what's this racket all about? And can I get into it? What's strange, the racket or the girl? Here, I stole her hat. Please examine it.
After careful examination, they've determined it to be a Wilson.
Wilson! Come back.
Oh, you see,
You're telling me a woman is good at sports? What is this bullshit you speak of?
But now we know she's an alien.
what, you mean
Hey,
she
here's
can
a
jump higher
microphone.
than
He's set
any
up to do
soldier?
podcasts.
Yeah, it looks quite cool. But the pop cover is a bit too big.
Yeah, it's quite cool. Big.
I guess it's the formula for Coke Classic.
Yay.
What about Pepsi? Pepsi is done.
Here, make sure you drink all of your Coca-Cola with extra Coke.
This is why we got stuck with the new Coke, guys. She destroyed that formula.
And she disappears through the door.
Yes.
Here you are, sir. I'm not quite sure if this is the alcohol drink or the acid, but gulp up. Oh, he perked right up as soon as they all came into the room. He's kind of like, yeah, you know, I've been here all the time. Because she understood the formula, she's not human. This movie has some meta commentary on sexism.
Well, that and the really high jumping.
It's far-fetched. She's hardly an alien. She beat a man at sport. What the fuck?
This is not conclusive evidence. She beat a man at sports. But she also figured out my equation for my formula, which means she cannot be human. She is physically strong and smart.
Cannot be human.
Yeah, they don't have those people, those women that are good at the, what's it called, at tennis yet, the sisters.
Do you have any proof
Creature
of
from
chain of
another
custody of
world
this
that
right
came to
there?
play tennis.
It came to play games. What kind of games? It didn't know until it arrived, and it discovered tennis was its game of choice.
Ethel, does this qualify as a kaiju movie in that the monster per se isn't giant, it isn't crushing a city? Does it still fall into the category?
Yeah, a kaiju movie is any movie with a monster in it, essentially, because it's kaiju means strange beast. It doesn't necessarily have to be giant. Like Matango attacking the mushroom people is a kaiju movie, and they're not giant.
Gotcha.
And technically, in this movie, there is a worldwide threat that could destroy the entire city. So, give and take, a bit of compromise.
Dan, it is a guy in a suit. Whoa!
That noise.
I just always thought it meant giant monsters.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
It's loosely translated to strange beast.
This movie is so bizarre.
I thought she was going to say 40 million years ago. We were the first starfish. We led to your evolution. See, the question I have...
Because we're smarter than you.
Yeah, they are smart. The only question I have is, if they were on the opposite side of the planet, opposite side of the sun, how were they able to observe Earth?
So they want to save her.
See, they're friendly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we just wanted to make
Friendly
contact, but no
aliens.
one would talk to them.
It's basically they realised that if the stray planet or the rogue planet hits Earth and causes a gigantic asteroid field, as soon as they turn around into it, they're fucked.
Not in a good way.
So they have to save Earth to save themselves.
Welcome to the coat hangers.
Very high-tech sound studio.
Oh, where'd the trench go?
Trenchy disappeared?
Yeah, he done
He's
vanished.
still there.
Oh, come on, the Catholics. Just leave him alone.
From the Catholics.
I see him. He's still there.
Oh, on hours he's disappeared.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Yeah, Mark, what about you? Could you see
No,
Trenchy?
there he is. Now he's gone.
No, he's just been gone.
But he just disappeared.
So there's a few seconds delay. It happened.
Yeah. That sucks. He'll be back. Trench will be back, guys. Don't worry.
He shall return.
He always comes back.
Once his soul has escaped hell once more.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our Trinity.
Not without a fight.
Since she's got came back. Came back.
Those three really enjoyed the sound of their own voices.
It was 1958. Like fucking Nintendo didn't exist yet. Like, what do we do? Let's scream!
Let's scream into the void. Oh wait, the void is screaming back. I can observe the observatory from here.
Back. What are you doing over there?
Oh, that's too many people in one room. I would feel absolutely uncomfortable.
Oh.
So he went to all the other countries to say, "This is what's happening. This is what's going to happen. Here's all the proof." And they've turned around and said, "But it came from an unverified source and aliens. Now we don't believe you. You're on your own."
You just imagine how that meeting went, Deacon. Yeah, no, we've got serious problems. Like the Earth's in grave danger. Some giant starfish aliens came down and they told us another planet was going to crash on us, and we got to give up a super secret formula so that we can save the world. Who is this?
Yeah, the entire world will turn around and say, "What kind of opium are you smoking? And can I have some?"
Is this a prank? Josh! Is this Josh from the mailing office? Get the fuck out of here, you prick.
Is this Jeff from State Farm?
See, this is what we get for allowing the unpaid interns to have untraceable phones.
Jeff, what are you wearing?
Oh, the cat's just chilling out.
See, most of them look way too happy and too go lucky with impending doom.
Or I can hear the phone call now. God damn it, Bobby! I told you to quit making them prank phone calls.
Hey, Revy.
Hey,
Revy Reviews. How's it going?
How you doing? Hope you're enjoying your evening.
Deke, have you seen some of the figures you reviewed?
Have you
Some
heard
of the anime ones?
No, not yet. I've been down the rabbit hole of watching anime again.
Yeah, she reviewed some really cool figures.
Oh, might have to have a look, because I know I'm interested in getting a few new figures, but I'm trying to see if I can find reviews on them to see if they're worth buying.
Oh, there you go. We're doing well, Revy.
There's only one more figure
The warning
I
from
want to
space.
complete my collection.
Yeah, I'm doing all right, Revy. I'm having a good Friday the 13th. So far, nothing's gone boom on my end, so I'm happy.
Ah, Jesus.
Yes.
If Revy, if Starfish came down and told you the world was going to end, would you believe him? Or would you be like, oh, fuck that. Fuck the Starfish, talk shit.
If it helps any, they're not like Patrick Starfish. They're like Pokemon Starfish.
But they're friendly. They're friendly starfish, and they've got wonderful blue eyes, or eye.
And they're starfish that come from a gigantic space trumpet.
Trumpet.
I thought they were made of glasses.
So
It's always good when you're.
If they were chocolate starfish, would that be? Yeah, they're yes, she would. She says if they were talking starfish, she'd definitely believe them.
If they were chocolate starfish, it'd be another movie. That's for sure.
But what if the starfish could only talk to you if they made themselves look exactly like you?
That'd be kind of fun. I could sing a duet with myself.
Yeah.
I can see all the pranks I can pull.
Ethel,
the
what
power.
would you sing? Oh no, I think Ethel's frozen.
Oh no, it does look like it. Yeah, Ethel's frozen.
Say what?
Your screen's frozen, Ethel. Oh,
Oh no, you're back. She's back. Oh,
kind of.
getting laggy.
She's the woman behind the mask.
Oh no.
Really moving. Hold on. Yep, that's the story of my life.
Revy says they still sound pretty advanced. I'd have to believe something that crazy. Yeah.
See, if I was to believe something that crazy, I'd have to record it on camera so I can show it to someone else, so I can prove that it just wasn't my own making of my own mind. See, I am telling the truth. I got it on tape.
Talking starfish would be dope, though.
As long as they're not Patrick. Because that would get a bit annoying.
Like, it depends. Like, earlier season Patrick's okay, but later season Patrick, where he literally endangers people, they make him so stupid that he almost murders people. Like, yeah, no.
Yeah, early stupid, not later stupid.
Yeah, the early stupid was fine.
Trench, do you like G.I. Joe?
Yeah, I'm cool with G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
I used to watch a little.
Yeah, he goes to the bar with him all the time.
Revy was reviewing the new Baroness figure. You should check it out.
Oh, yeah, I'll check out her channel.
Damn it.
The Baroness is badass.
Oh my god, that's too many
Not
people
trying to
in
highlight
that tiny,
content.
tiny observatory.
There we go.
As soon as that telescope starts spinning around, it's going to knock all of those people over.
I'll pay for that.
Bowling for reporters with a telescope.
Who's having a shit attack?
And the bizarre thing is, if I did get hit by it, you couldn't turn around and say you didn't see it coming.
Wait, who's taking a shit?
No, he's not taking a shit. It's a term of phrase. There's someone panicking. They're having a shit attack.
Oh,
They're not actually taking a shit, Trench. It's just no. Okay.
oh,
There's someone in the back who sounds like they sat on a bed of on a chair of nails.
I thought it was just like when you're having trouble taking a shit, like your diarrhea.
But wouldn't that be the reverse? Because if you've got explosive diarrhea, then you are being attacked by your own ship due to splashback.
Or if you're being attacked by a golem, you're being attacked by shit.
True, but that's a golem. Technical species name is a Golagothan. That's it, Golagothan. A shit
Wait,
demon.
golems are made out of human feces?
Yeah, Gulagoffin is a golem made out of human excrement.
Wait, what? It's a goat made out of human excrements?
No,
No,
a
a
golem.
golem trick. Hey, golem.
Although
No,
technically, if
we do not make
you
goats out
obey,
of shit.
Oh,
although
Oh,
technically, if you want to
Weird, that
obey
would be really fucking
laws of, although if you obey the laws of golems from tradition and D&D, yes, you can make it in the shape of a goat, so you can have a goat
Oh,
golem
I
made of
want a
shit.
sick goat. I would love a sick goat. That'd be awesome.
Join Mark's D&D. You can have one, I think.
Wow, is the transport system really that bad? It's like, I'm going out the fucking window.
It's kind of like the planet's going to smash into you. You're going to
yeah,
die.
I'd
It
say
doesn't
that's
matter where you're
probably
into.
the worst way you can make a train.
Yeah, but like, what are you running from? There's nowhere to run. The planet's literally going to like.
Well, they'll be okay if they duck and cover.
Oh yeah, we learned that from Terry the Turtle, didn't we?
Yeah. Fucking find a nice solid table and get under there. You'll be fine.
Just tuck your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye. Unfortunately, this is very realistic, though.
We'll be good.
Unfortunately, you can't imagine if someone said the world's going to end. You'll have a bunch of people panicking regardless.
Oh, it really sucked because the table here.
I'm
That
sorry.
table earlier that they were having tea on. It's only like
Yeah, it's too
this
low
high
to the
off the
ground.
ground. Good luck hiding under that.
I'm sorry, doctors. The zit's too big. No matter how much Clearasil we use, we won't get rid of it.
You're going to have to go and see the pimple popper.
Yeah, you'd go to the store. You'd go to the store to buy groceries, and there wouldn't be more toilet.
Look, we're gangsters, see? You owe us a lot of money, see? So we're going to tie you up. Even if the world's ending, we want to be paid. There's a kind of vibe I get off these guys.
I think they don't want them giving the fucking alien starfish the code or the formula.
He did.
The 76 spices.
Oh my god, he doesn't want to make. They don't want him to make it easier on the space starfish.
Oh my god.
Run! There you go. Oh, that won't work.
Yeah, Trenchy, you got to remember it's one guy running away from two guys who have hats.
I know, right? They could take off their hats and throw it at him.
Yeah, so he's at a severe disadvantage. See, that'll be a fun game. Measure the danger level by how sophisticated their hats are.
They give him the old odd job trick.
The one dude does have a nice hat.
Oh, so is there like a bunker in the observatory?
How come?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, not so much a bunker. There's a basement. So they're hoping to act like hurricane season. Get underneath the building into the basement and you'll be safe.
It's like fucking Hellstar Remina. It doesn't matter where you go, the planet's still fucking fucked.
Oh, trust me, they realised their mistake in a bit. Don't worry, it's not a baby screaming, it's that guy tied to a chair.
While he's being screamed at by a baby.
Yeah, it's just the way he's gagged. He just sounds like a screaming baby. It's kind
Like screaming. I talk butcher.
Oh my god, Superman's one weakness. It's going from a yellow sun to an orange sun. to a red sun. The sky's gone red. No one can save us now.
Oh, Mr. Sun. Sun. Mr. Golden Sun. Do, 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 do.
Oh, it's going to be the opening of American Beauty now.
Oh, I've never seen that movie. That has Kevin Spacey though.
But considering the world's going to end, why not just get a nice cushy spot in high ground and just watch it all happen? You might as well go out with us watching the spectacle.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
And everyone who plays that song on the end of the world will be hung, I think.
Yes. The barrel.
Why would it be windy? If this planet's going to crash into you, why?
I don't know, would the tidal, would it affect the tidal kind of fucking, the tidal elements of the planet?
Yeah, it would affect everything that has a gravitational force on our planet. It will cause oceans to become unstable. It would cause parts of the environment to heat up, causing gusts of wind.
Okay, all right, I'll buy it.
Run, little children.
Yeah. I will say, though, the wind wouldn't stop abruptly as it did here. It would carry on and on. It'll be hurricane force before it goes kasplat.
Now, where did Judge Uito get the idea for Hellstar?
Oh, they're going to get hit by my logo.
Oh, no!
Apple, is your logo based off this movie? Or is it just, like, looks similar?
Happenstance.
Coincidence.
No, it's just a fun coincidence.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, it only took them to be able to see the planet from Earth, hurricane winds, and the suggestion of flooding before they decided, yeah, maybe you're right, we'll believe in the giant space starfish.
Oh God, I really wish those kids had died now.
They're all Kennys.
Fucking Kennys.
And you're all going to sleep in this basement beneath the observatory that has heavy barrels for some reason.
No, that's not the observatory. That's the warehouse where the fucking scientist is fucking kidnapped. Tied up, sorry. The fuck?
Where he's been held against his will.
The only problem with the batteries.
Yes, you're observing the star coming into the world.
I like how he has a personal sweat wiper. Like, whose only job is to wipe his sweat when he gets too sweaty.
Yeah, like a surgeon.
Yeah.
He's like a surgeon.
Like a surgeon. For the very first time.
I told you not to pick it. It's just getting bigger and sore.
It's like the most epic, the most slowest game of the final countdown ever. Just staring there, waiting for it to happen.
I like how the planet's setting off fireworks. It's celebrating
Is that
that
the
it's going to hit them.
starfish people trying to blow the fucker up?
I think that's the Planetary Coalition trying to blow it up.
Yeah, no, the
I think
starfish
that's what
are
that's
the good
supposed to
people.
be.
Like, all the starfish wanted to do was help the humans, but the humans kept running away from them because they were scared of that giant starfish.
And quite thankful that they weren't white. Just because those costumes spread out, if they were white, it would look completely different.
Oh! Oh no, that would be bad.
Yeah. So I'm glad they went for the greyish colour.
Yeah.
Why does that star remind me of a fish egg?
Why does that?
Oh, the planet would remind me of a fish egg.
We don't know.
Yeah, neither do I. Maybe it's the gelatinous colours.
On the bright on the bright side, all that red light now, they could develop film in that room.
Yeah. Just fucking planetary developing. We can process as many free photos as we like.
Can you imagine if that's the actual whole goal of this? The starfish are just tricking us so that they can develop the world's biggest picture on our planet.
Oh no, the crow!
Oh yeah, that's heat and radiation for you.
I see that.
Oh no! Oh, not the goldfish!
Okay,
Oh,
Ethel, I really hope they didn't injure animals in order to make this movie.
The disclaimer is not at the end of this movie, I
warning,
think.
fish were definitely harmed in the filming of this movie.
And now it's time to see the models be destroyed. You know how I said it was a bad idea going into the basement?
They are good models, though.
Yeah, they really are. They did a good job with the construction of them. I even like the wave effect. And they've even mixed it with real stock footage.
Well, because of because it's an observatory, it's probably built on high ground, so they might not flood out. Or you think they'd take the time to clean the cobwebs out, though, if they knew they were having company?
Yeah. Even if you're down there, you would occupy yourself by doing some of the cleaning, just to distract yourself. Oh my god.
Or at least
like
decorate it some, brighten it up.
Like they're keeping all the children in an area that's like a sweatshop.
Hang in there, kitty from a Friday poster, you know? Do something, cheer them up.
Jesus, I'm not optimistic for the fucking safety of these children.
Well, they are Kenny's, so should we care?
Oh, so much for the high ground.
Yes, the barrels will help. Just get more barrels.
Try and plug the windows while water's rushing in. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's an exercise in futility. And you call yourselves some of you call yourselves scientists.
I don't understand how they expect to plug that window. They got no hammer and nails. Here's a piece of plywood. Oh, okay.
I know. I get the feeling that they must think that they're human beavers. They must think just putting the wood there will fix it.
You can do it, scientist man. Do not let the gangsters
Like, all right, here's a piece of plywood. Now, sit in there. Okay.
You can do it, Hulk out.
Okay, he's fucked.
Oh shit.
Now, if they'd only
See,
listened to the starfish aliens, none of this would be happening.
True. And I get the feeling that this was a good pick for Friday the 13th because this guy has got luck up the wazoo on the most unluckiest day for humanity.
Friday the 13th.
Oh shit. At least now they have a pool.
Very true. At least now they have an indoor pool.
They got some
They could barricade the windows.
Arizona. From their
See, they just need the sun to get a little bit. They just need the planet to get a little bit closer, and then they've got, guess what? An organic hot bath.
Wait, an organic pop bar?
No,
hot
a sauna bath. Basically, one of the big ones that the Japanese sit in. You know.
Oh,
Johnson, in other words.
A hot
just a little bit hot. Yeah, that's it. They're almost
Or a
there. They've got the sauna
bathhouse.
part. That's it. Yes, they've got the bathhouse part now, and they've got the sauna part. They just need a bit more hot water, and then they've got the traditional bathhouse style.
Farewell,
People have come to help them.
lady. Farewell,
How you can always tell the aliens turn up. There's a sound that punishes you.
Yeah, gallons and gallons of water are fucking pouring in, and they think an inch of 2x4 is gonna fucking stop it.
Oh, starfish chatting about rings. We're so juvenile. If you get that joke, you're as juvenile as I am.
Did he survive? Apparently so.
It's a big ring, but he's
That's what I mean. On the most unluckiest day for humanity, this guy's got luck at the wazoo.
Because he's black pearl, that's why.
Yeah, because he should be dead 5 times over by now.
oh shit! All the children are dying. Oh,
oh, you children are overheating. Make sure you crowd upon each other so
much
that
for
like
children
all
being, so much for children being the future.
See, if they're overheating to that degree, they might as well try and find a buoyancy device to keep their heads above water, but keep their body submerged.
do you
This
think
movie's
that
pretty
water
apt considering everything going on with the fucking with climate change and shit. Kind of weird.
Well, they would, but I guess they all thought it was a good idea.
Well, this movie had a message for back then. It's got a message for now as well, because back then it was about sexism and how it can get in the way of people getting to the fundamental truth. And now it's a bit of a talk about environmental change.
Yeah, too bad we didn't have any starfish to tell
I thought
us
it was
that
about
we were
what it
fucking up the planet. Where are our alien starfish? Or David Bowie? Where?
They took one look at planet Earth and went, "These guys are nuts," and said no.
Trinchy, that was a completely different movie. That was Ziggy Stardust.
David Bowie did the same thing, right? I haven't. I
That
think
was
he did.
Ziggy Stardust in the Cosmic Space Spider. If I remember correctly.
I
He was
thought
also
he
in
was
Ma-
in
I
a
could be a
movie
little
that
off. I'm not
Keanu
100%.
Reeves.
I know
He was-
Ziggy Stardust is David Bowie, but I don't know if that's
Yeah,
Man
there was a
Man
Trench. There
from
was a
Outer
movie
Space.
called The Man Who Fell to Earth.
Yeah, that's it. The Man Who Fell to Earth.
I think so. I've never seen it, but I heard about it. David Bowie's like warning.
Yeah, basically, in that movie, David Bowie's an alien, and he slowly transforms himself into a human, so he fits in.
The thing is, his planet is dying, and he comes to get help from the human race because he's got like a wife and child on the planet. But then he becomes so enamored with human culture and becomes more human. He becomes more selfish.
We won't spoil the ending, but it's worth a watch.
It really is. It's a great movie.
Lara, have you seen that movie?
Not since my early 20s. I don't even remember the story. But I know I was on a Bowie kick back then. I went back and I watched Hunger, and I never saw the military one, Mr. What was it? Merry Christmas, Mr. something or other.
Oh, they're gonna try and destroy the planet.
They live that.
And they're launching it from the space trumpet.
Put on the glasses. Put on the glasses.
I still think that spaceship is made of glasses.
Oh,
Yeah.
everyone fucking dies anyway.
See, that popped like a balloon covered in cheap styrofoam.
What saved them, like, almost killed them again. That's great.
Well, it is the problem with having something explode close to the planet. You're going to be dealing with the shrapnel.
Yeah, sure, fucking Endor should have been wiped off the map. I mean, look at the second Death Star blowing up that close to fucking Endor. I mean, fucking
we
chunks
don't.
of the planet, Ewoks everywhere.
Oh, maybe it did, because after that movie, we never see any more Ewoks.
At least the rabbits and the rats survived. That's good.
No, you see him celebrating at the end.
The Earth has been cleansed of these filthy, filthy humans. Then the humans get introduced. Oh, no.
I don't even know what that
Birds
one
knocking the
animal is.
shit out of each other.
I don't know. Turtles and cheering children.
good, the
Can't get
birds
any
are alive.
happier than that.
Will the crabs start dancing?
We must try and find pizza.
And then here's this poor woman again in the salmon color dress, trapped inside of a giant compact mirror.
Oh, trapped inside the giant petri dish of doom. Ooh, maybe the petri dish of punishment's better.
Oh no,
So,
she's naked.
is it implying that they're the only humans that survived?
No, but it is implying that humanity did survive.
Okay.
Like, the Earth is like
Those kids are like,
fucking
sweet,
dead.
let's get here. Society like it flies.
Like, look, the Earth is dead. Like, oh wait, no, there's some pine trees left. Okay.
And then the two groups met and embraced to fight for supremacy
all in
over
all,
what
they killed a
remained
bowl
of
of
future
fish.
soil.
A dog.
I thought it'd be like, oh, I like the human race, and I like their
Living
fortitude.
inside a
Let me
giant
remain like
compact.
this.
No, these starfish are smart. They're like, we'll just tell them what we need to tell them, and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
I can name one reason why humanity shouldn't survive. TV dinners.
Hey, Kara, don't be knocking the Hungry Man TV dinner now.
I can name another reason: in-flight food.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, stay as the ship monster. Don't.
Stay as the lump of clay that we tried to make you.
Yeah, I like the poop monster. Stay as the poop monster.
You like the Gulagaffin.
Oh, they're back to
We worry about you sometimes.
Sometimes I worry about the fucking boy all the fucking time, Mark.
Especially if he's using anything sharper than those little child-proof scissors.
See, guys.
Starfish.
This is what the Carl's Jr. logo did before it got that sweet burger job.
Oh. But I'm still going to call that the Petri dish of punishment.
Yeah, that was fun.
There we go, guys. Yeah, it was warning from space, and they heeded the warning a little too late, but they still made out all right. So how about that?
They still survived. Humanity lives to destroy itself another day.
Yay!
Such enthusiasm.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go around the room, and I'm gonna do what I usually do. I'm gonna ask the 3 questions. All right, and I will start with Deacon. Deacon, favorite character, favorite scene, notable thing.
Favorite character is. Oh, I think it's going to have to be the kind of like the professor who spends all his time in front of the telescope, because he just pulls off the "I'm straining to see everything," the sweating, and everything. It's kind of like, yeah, good character. You pulled it off. Favorite scene is I think when all the starfish people are standing around the spinning circles as if they're hypnotized. It's kind of like, yeah, I can see that being quite entertaining. And most notable thing, they got accurate the fact that if a planetoid of that mass came close to planet Earth, it would cause earthquakes, tornadoes, and heating. So I like the fact that they put some science behind it.
It's always good to back it up with science, for sure. All right. Sarah, favorite character, favorite scene, notable thing?
I don't think there's any way I can follow that up, but lady in the salmon dress is the one that mostly caught my attention. I didn't learn anybody's name. I liked her dance routine earlier. Let's see. Favorite scene? I can't really think of one. Just the one that stuck with me was the dead goldfish, just because it was sad.
Yeah.
I don't have any smart answers.
No notable things.
You're on this stream with us. None of us do.
Touche.
All right.
Notable? I don't know. Like in the middle of it, I kind of got lost in the story, so that didn't really help either.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's but it's all right. None of us are smart, but some of us can be smart asses. So it's all good.
I'm not even smart enough to pull that one off.
All right. Well, I'll go with Trenchy next. Trenchy, favorite character, favorite scene, notable thing.
Oh, favorite character are the starfish people because they're starfish and they were trying to help save the world, and that's awesome. Favorite scene is every time the small children were in danger because that was awesome. Like I like all the different like when it got hot and really windy and then the water came in and almost drowned the children and then once they saved the world the rocks fell and almost crushed the children but the children survived because well I don't know but like they survived so that's dope. And then notable thing is like don't be racist and sexist against starfish because they might be able to save the world.
Yeah. Got a point.
That was a way better answer than mine.
Frenchy, you are indeed wise beyond your years.
I don't know about that.
That worked.
I wish they were giant turds. That would have been a more interesting movie.
He is the
Oh, for that you want Flesh Gordon too. That brought silence to the conversation.
All right, so I guess who's next? Mark. Mark, favorite character?
Favorite character from what I came in on was the son of Flower Girl who had the 90-foot vertical leap while she was playing tennis. Favorite thing or favorite scene? The idiots in the observatory trying to stop gallons of water flooding in with a piece of board about this big. That was top notch entertainment for me. Favorite thing: the animals are pretty much inheriting the earth as the movie ends. Getting enough bunnies together,
Right.
they could wipe out the rest of the humans.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. And Marty, favorite character, favorite scene, notable thing.
Okay, my favorite character was Asian Olive Oil. I thought she was fantastic. She seemed to have some bit of character development and character arc. Favorite scene is when the starfish chick done a Magic Johnson and fucking clattered the ball back towards your man. And notable thing, I actually liked the design of the ship and the starfish people. Despite them being very crude, I thought they were pretty cool. Like it's obvious that it's just a guy in a fucking in a sleeping bag with an eye light in his chest, but I still think that's pretty cool, and I like the design of the ship, even though it looks like a tannoy system in the middle of a high school. But yeah, still pretty cool.
Excellent. All right, and suppose I should go next. Favorite character? Gotta go with Starfish Lady. You know, Pyron number 2, Starfish Lady. You know, she came down there, tried to do the best she could. She tried to fit in, but her vertical leap gave her away. Sucks when you're too good at your sport. Favorite scene would be like when everybody's running from the starfish alien after it comes up out of the water. That was pretty cool. And notable thing, guys, if starfish aliens come down to Earth, maybe don't run right away. Like maybe stop and listen if they're trying to talk to you, because they might have something to say. Like I mean, unless they're just lasering.
Unless they're Starro and Suicide Squad, then you get the fuck out of there.
Hey, Corey.
You leave Starro alone, John.
He kicked ours.
John says it's still better than Starfish and Suicide Squad.
He was just happy watching the stars, and then we had to go and catch him and bring him down here. And yeah,
All in all, a pretty good movie and landmark in the in the kaiju tokusatsu world because it was the first one to be. What the fuck?
The devil was that?
I believe that was a Marco's phone.
Oh, okay. Next thing I know, copyright claim.
Getting jiggy with do.
But yeah. So, anybody else have any other thoughts on this film? Things they want to say about it?
It was fun, but it kind of meandered in the middle, I think.
Yeah, I would agree. It sort of falls into that trope of 50s sci-fi where it's just guys talking in lab coats and suits.
Yeah, when it gets to
looking through microscopes.
Yeah, when it gets to kind of like the 20-25 minute mark, if you're watching on YouTube, if you put it on 1.25 speed, the middle part flows a lot better.
Yeah, but then don't they talk all real and weird though if you do that?
Some of them do, but it's where they talk slow anyway because they've dubbed it, so it's kind of like, oh, okay, then now they're talking at normal speed, not Doopy Dudley from.
They did sound like to be in the fucking Red Room though, in Twin Peaks.
Yeah, but at least it's not like Deputy Dewey from Scream. Him, you have to watch on double speed. That's the only time he speaks normally.
Leave poor Dewey alone.
Like I said before, I actually like I like the dub of this. It was made by the same company that did a lot of the Godzilla films back in this era, and they did a superior job because if this film had been dubbed in Hong Kong, like many of the subsequent later films tended to be, it would have sounded really silly because the acting is just not there for the voices. I mean, at least with these Titra dubs, you get a little bit of effort put in with the voice acting.
Yeah, I can guarantee the voice acting in this one was pretty good because if they did it like the translation did for the subtitles for YouTube, it would have been a completely different movie sounding completely strange.
It's always hard when you dub a film out of its native language, especially if the language structure is as different as Japanese is to English, because you'll have a lot of parts where they're talking and it's just really hard to sync it up. And sentences can be clumsy.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely do recommend people watch this movie at least once.
I'd say at this stage though, you'd be nearly fucking fluent in you've watched so many kaiju movies and stuff. You'd probably be semi-fluent in the language.
I bet I'd catch on pretty quick if I went over there for a couple weeks. I could probably adapt, but so it's always good. I love these kinds of films. I think we've got 2 or 3, possibly 4 more Japanese films on the big list of public domain movies that I have for this program. So, you know, they'll come up sooner or later. We'll get to them.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I'll try to space everything out, so, like we don't use them all up in one big block. No, this came out in 1956.
56? Sorry.
I thought it was 63.
No, it came out. Yeah. in '56, and it came out in America in '67.
I was way off.
No, you were thinking of the American release date, Tara. You're good. Like, technically, you're right in one way.
Why did I correct the 58?
Yeah.
Don't know. When it comes to dates, it just might be one of those things. We might have misbrained it.
But it's funny, this version that I watched off of the archive.org is actually really clean. Because I have this on DVD, and I watched this beforehand last night to kind of refresh my memory on some points, because it's been a little bit since I'd seen this last, and I noticed this version's a lot better than the version I have on DVD.
Is there a better quality one uploaded to the DVD quality of?
But yeah, the version that's available for free online is better than the version I have on DVD.
They were probably able to clean it up and stuff before they uploaded it.
Yeah, the the version I found on YouTube was quite clean and quite good.
Yeah, same here.
But anyway, I think I will kind of bring things to a close, because I know Deacon plans on doing something over on his channel later tonight, or tonight after this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, guys, what's going on next? I know Deacon's got.
Oh no!
Oh no, I think Ethel's internet cut out. Hopefully she'll be popping back in soon. To fill the space, yeah, in about 25 minutes, I'm going to be doing a watch along on YouTube of some episodes of Friday the 13th, the TV series, with hopefully Mark, Trenchy, and a few others. Ethel's more than welcome to join. Speaking of Ethel,
Hey, John, you should join us if you're free, because I know you really like that show.
What the hell?
What?
That was Mark.
What's going on?
That was Mark. That was Mark.
We're
His
having-
ringtone.
It sounded like a party all of a sudden.
Yeah, I just came in and it was falling out in here.
Welcome to the frat house of
But
fun.
I'm going to bring it.
Sorry.
All right, I'm going to bring it to a close. Deacon, what do you got coming up next, buddy?
Doing a Friday the 13th watch along, just for kind of like a few episodes, and then on Twitch I should be doing some gaming.
Excellent. Kara, what's coming on next on the pipeline? What's the next project?
I don't really have any projects right now. I'm trying to get some backstock filmed. I'm crazy enough to try my hand at Vlogoween this year. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off though, but that's what I'm trying to work on. Or Vlogtober. I know everybody calls it something different.
What's that?
So All right. So Trench, what's going on next, buddy? What's the next thing in the works?
I have no idea. Like, I'll work on something. Something will be out. But I did put out a Friday the 13th top 13 kills today. But like, I don't know what's coming out next.
Yeah, it was a very nice.
All right,
It was
so-
a very nice, creepy live stream version you did there, Trenchy.
Yeah, I tried to make it quick because I knew a bunch of people were doing stuff, and I didn't want to overtake Ethel's time or anybody else's time.
Oh no, but it was nice, and it was nice and creepy as well because it looked like you were stalking someone through your basement.
Trenchy flows where the wind carries his coat.
He's like a trench coat flapping in the wind.
I like that.
All right. And Mark, what's going on next with you and your channel? We got something coming up soon, or?
I just dropped my review for The Boy Behind the Door about a few days ago. So.
Oh.
I'll check that out. That should be cool.
It was a good ass review. It's definitely worth a check out.
Yeah.
It's a creepy ass movie. I was really shocked by how creepy it was.
Well, yeah, I do recommend The Boy Behind the Door. It's a good one.
All right. And Marty, what's next, buddy? What's coming down the pipeline? We got something going on Sunday?
Yeah, episode 2 of If You Go Down to the Woods, because, well, today was Friday the 13th. On Sunday the 15th, I'm going to go over the entire franchise. That's included the original movies, Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason, Jason Goes to Hell, and the remake. And also going to be discussing the comic books that came out from Impact, Image, and Wildstorm. And I'll also be discussing the game and how the game has actually kind of progressed within, and also the controversy and fight between, is it Dick Miller? Not Dick Miller.
Victor Miller.
Victor Miller. It's Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham.
Yeah, Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham. What was Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham. The dispute between them. So should be interesting.
All right. Excellent. So check that out Sunday, guys. It should be pretty good. It's quite a lot of material to go over. So yeah, and as far as I'm concerned, I got another watch along coming up to be, but voting's going to be put up pretty soon. I'm going to put in. We'll have 2 new movies to choose from out of the 4-pack. We still got Battle of the Worlds up there, and Scream Bloody Murder. So who knows what the next 2 movies on that list are going to be? But select them. So like, go over to my Twitter, _Ethel _cross_ and check it out and vote. Because your votes count. I count every single one of those votes. A like on your vote means I've seen it and counted it. So I guess in the meantime, just kind of hang out, check out what everybody's done here. I've been joined tonight by my good friend Deacon, my good friend Kara from Horror Retrospective, and my friend Trenchy's Soulless Trenchcoat, my friend Mark from Mark's Monsters Madmen, and my friend Marty from the from Trash Picture Show. So like, check all these fine creators out. They make a lot of good content, and check it out. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Tell me you suck. You know, tell me.
And we lost her.
Goddamn internet.
Oh no!
Um,
We'll keep the ball rolling till she returns.
Unless she did what I
Yeah,
did last time and she left the stream thinking she signed off.
Oh, John.
I've done that before. I'm a goose.
Watch along.
Oh, Kara, we've all done that. Hey, also, big shout out to everyone on Ethel's behalf in the chat. Big shout out to John Steele. Big shout out to Revy. Big shout out to Corey, Yeet Gore. Arthur was in the chat. Kelly was in the chat. Death Central was in the chat. Junebug was in the chat. Brian was in the chat. Big shout out to everyone there because, like, you guys kick ass and it was pretty cool of you tuning into Ethel tonight. And yeah.
Oh yeah.
Deacon's up next. Cara, you gonna hop onto Deacon's channel? Watch that.
Yeah, I'll hang out for a bit.
Yay!
John, I'll let you know when it's happening. I'll give you the heads up.
If it helps, it will be in 40 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
There we
so
go.
it gives people a nice
there's
40
Ethel.
minute break.
I think Ethel's back.
Our queen has returned.
Yeah.
Long live the queen.
Technically,
Everyone.
but if it finish capping off, thank you for watching, everybody. Adios.
Stay creepy.